Rat Control on Farms video series. Rodenticide use. In the previous videos, we discussed how to know if you have rats on your farm and things you can do to keep them away. If you have taken preventative measures and rats still persist, you might attempt trapping. If rats are still present, rodenticides are a last resort to control a rat infestation. Remember, trapping or poisoning are not effective long-term solutions if prevention measures have not been followed carefully. When using rodenticides, there is a risk of poisoning pets or non-target wildlife if they eat the rodenticide or poisoned prey. Secondary poisoning of owls and hawks is an increasing concern in British Columbia. If you have barn owls or other rodent predators on your farm, carefully consider whether you can eliminate rats without using rodenticides. Rodenticides should only be used as a last resort in a targeted and efficient manner. To use, rodenticides are placed in securely fastened, tamper-resistant bait stations placed in strategic locations. Place bait stations inside and outdoors along the perimeters of structures, identifying routes well traveled by rats. Next to walls, behind objects, in dark corners, or close to where a rat enters or exits a structure. Be aware that the active ingredient in the rodenticide product determines where the product can be applied, and if it's allowed for outdoor application or indoor only. Depending on the active ingredient, there can be a 1,000-fold difference in the toxicity of the product. Indoor-only products are more toxic and persistent, so carefully read the instructions on the product label. Always check the active ingredient and the permitted usage of the product before applying. For up-to-date information on where rodenticides can be applied, see the Health Canada Pest Management Regulatory Agency website. Monitor bait stations and general treatment area every 2 to 3 days to search for, remove, and safely dispose of any carcasses, restock bait if needed, and clean up any spillage. Ensure bait stations are still securely fastened. Check for evidence of non-target species entering and feeding on bait. If there is no decline in rat activity within 35 days or bait is still being consumed, reassess the situation. Ensure that preventive measures have been fully implemented. Discuss preventative measures with neighbors to coordinate efforts for better success. Move bait stations to areas that are frequented by rats. In summary, rat control options include preventive measures: remove food sources, easy locations for rats to hide, and block access to buildings. Control options: snap traps, instant kill bolt trap. And rodenticides. Only apply rodenticides as a last resort. Aim for short, effective, targeted treatments. Only leave bait out when there is rat infestation to control. It should never be left out permanently on a just-in-case basis. Watch other videos in this series to learn methods to discourage rats from your farm and non-toxic control approaches. This video series would not have been possible without the help of sponsors and key participants.